Are you considering moving to Vancouver? Are you looking into the cost of living? My name is Alex. I'm a local resident of Vancouver, and I'm going to share with you all the costs related to surviving and living in Vancouver, and also some of the hacks. I'm a local real estate agent in Vancouver, and I get calls, texts, and emails all the time from people just like you relocating to Vancouver. So feel free to send me a text, call, or email, and I'll be happy to help you. First off, about living in Vancouver, let's start off with the salary. So bare minimum to survive in Vancouver, you would need a salary of about $59,000 a year. This is given if you're moving to Vancouver and maybe renting a one bedroom. But if you're gonna rent a two bedroom, obviously the costs are gonna be higher and the salary has to be higher. And if you rent a three bedroom, your salary still has to be higher. But in general sense, you need at least $58,000 a year as a single person. For transportation costs, it'll cost you about $130 a month to get a transit pass. If you were going to buy a car and pay for gas is really expensive right now in Vancouver. It's about $2.30 per liter. We're talking July 2022 here. And car insurance is quite expensive. Expect to pay about $1,600 a year on car insurance. But if you still want to drive around, there's a lot of options out there like rideshare, you could Uber, and being in Vancouver, we have lots of bike lanes. So you could actually just ride your bike to work, which is quite convenient. Also, another hack you could do is if you'd like to roam around the city, you could probably get a compass pass and just but only the weekend only, and just use that for the weekend only to travel around. Other than that, just use like a rideshare program. Number 3 is parking. Parking in Vancouver can range from $7 an hour in downtown Vancouver, all the way down to 50 cents per half an hour if you're parking on the local streets. But if you were to live and work in downtown Vancouver and you really need to drive, I would probably recommend that you get a monthly parking pass. Lots of these big companies like Easy Park and InPark, they offer monthly parking, but they have all these different parking lots scattered all across downtown, and you just choose the one that is the cheapest. Now let's talk about the entertainment costs. This could range because Vancouver, if you're in downtown core, there's a lot of fancy restaurants. So you could, dining by yourself, you could spend easily $50. If you're dining with a friend, you could spend over $100 and some odd just on a simple meal. But being that we're in Vancouver and being that it's so multicultural, we have lots of different restaurants, and Vancouver is very well known for its sushi. So you could get your high-end sushi and you could get your low-end sushi. You just have to roam around the city and you'll find your cheap eats. So you could get a bowl of noodles for like $8 to $12, a Vietnamese bun sandwich for like $8. So you'll find your deals, and there's lots of happy hours, promos if you walk around and go to the local pubs. So lots of opportunity there to roam the city and find your cheap eat. Now let's talk about renting in Vancouver. A one bedroom for rent in Vancouver can easily be around $2,500, but in the downtown core, you might spend easily up to $3,000 for one bedroom. A two bedroom could easily be like $3,500 or $3,600. But nobody really talks about, being that Vancouver, you're connected with SkyTrain and that sort. You could easily just take the SkyTrain and go rent out in Burnaby, Coquitlam, Surrey. With the SkyTrain, it's only maybe 20-30 minute ride on the SkyTrain. And why not just rent an apartment out there? You could easily save $300-$400 a month. But another hack is a lot of people live in detached homes and they rent their basements because real estate is super expensive. And one way to offset those those high mortgage payments and real estate prices is to rent out your basement. So there's a lot of basements for rent, and you can knock off another $300-400 a month by renting a basement suite. Talk about the taxes. In British Columbia, Vancouver, we have both GST and PST. So GST is 5% and PST is 7%. And being that we're talking about the bare amount to, survive in Vancouver being about $62,000, $59,000 to $62,000, the tax rate in Vancouver will be about 16%. And another thing that you should also consider is the daycare. Daycare in Vancouver is not cheap. So my kids go to daycare, and my kid goes to SIFA, which is one of those like high-end daycares. I don't know, daycare for the gifted. I don't know. But anyways, it's about $1,700 a month, which is quite a bit. But you can actually find a lot cheaper daycares for around like $600 to $700, even up to $1,000. But the trick is you have to register really, really early. The waiting list is at least a year plus out. So as soon as you find out you're pregnant, hey, register for daycare. So now let's talk about real estate. The average price to buy a home in Greater Vancouver is about 1.2 million. That's for all property types. For a detached home in Vancouver, that's about 2 million. For a one-bedroom condo, that's about 750,000. And for a townhouse is about 1.2 million. But this is Vancouver. So Vancouver being not so big, we have Greater Vancouver, and you can move out to the suburbs where there's the smaller cities like Burnaby, Coquitlam, Surrey, Langley, and you can move over there and it's going to be cheaper. Feel free to text me, email me, call me, carrier pigeon me. I look forward to answering any of your questions. If you like this video, hit the subscribe and like button, and I'll see you on the next one.